Hello models, and welcome to the first week of WebCon Cycle 13. First of all, congratulations on making it through casting and to the show. It's very exciting. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Jesse, and I'm last season's runner-up, so I have some experience with this competition, and I'll kind of know what you're going through. I know how nervous and excited you must all be right now. So we'll get straight into the judging. Alright, so this week you had to do black and white beauty shoots where you were smoking. This is the first week. There's a lot of room for improvement, so I hope none of my critiques are too harsh. But just know that there's room for improvement. First off is Morgan. I really like this photo, actually. It's one of my favorites this week. Some people have a problem with the way, the angle of your face. I personally don't have a problem with that. I actually like the way the light is hitting your face from that angle. This is really striking to me. It's like a piece of art. You're a very high fashion girl, and I can see that. Yeah, not very many complaints. I like the plain background. It puts a lot of focus on you as the model. Maybe a little bit less of an extreme angle would have been better. But overall, very good job. I think you really hit this assignment right on the head. So I'm going to give you a 9 because there's always room for improvement. Next is Dan, and I hope I'm saying that right. Please correct me if I say any of your names wrong, because I don't want to say your names wrong, and that would be embarrassing. I really like this photo as well. I can tell that you have experience, and you do really look like a model here. Some people have a problem with your expression in this photo, and I do see where that's coming from. You do look a little bit passive, and maybe you could have connected a little bit more with the camera. It's not a huge deal, but maybe just as much as glancing at the camera would have made this image a lot more powerful. The bigger problem I have with this photograph is the fact that the smoke is kind of covering your face. I can see how that could be artistic in ways, but for me it's kind of detracting from you as the model, and you're supposed to be the focus of this. Maybe a darker background would have made the smoke pop more against the wall, and it would have detracted less from your face. But overall, very nice photo, and I think you got the assignment right. I'll give you a 7 this week. Hannah is next. I like this photo as well. I like that you took the assignment and kind of made a character out of it. I can see a really high-class bourgeoisie woman who's just wants to smoke and doesn't care what anybody else thinks. I like your jewelry. It might be a little bit much. The background might be a little bit too busy, but that's not too much of a big deal for me. I might, if I were you, have used a different angle for the shot, maybe moved your chin down. I think it could have given your jawbone more definition. It would have highlighted your cheekbones more. But it's not bad. I like it. So this week I'm going to give you an 8. Next is James. I really like this photograph as well. It's really simple, but it's striking at the same time. And yeah, you have really powerful eyes, and just the fact that you're looking straight into the camera, it makes me excited about this picture. I also can feel you establishing like the type of model that you are with this photo. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Yeah, but it's simple and it's really strong. The only thing, maybe I'd have taken a little bit more of an artistic approach to this, but I don't really have any negatives besides that. So I'll give you a 9 this week. Next is Anastasia. I really like your name. You have a model name. I don't know if anybody's said that to you before. Anastasia. Last week your casting photo was one of my favorites, because you just have a really Eastern European kind of beauty and really striking features. I can really see that you're trying in this photo, but I think you might be pushing a little bit too hard and trying too hard to be high fashion. With your type of features, you don't have to have extreme poses or extreme facial expressions because they kind of speak for themselves. The face isn't too bad at this angle. The hands and arms are kind of awkward to me. And the smoke behind you, it kind of feels to me like you took this photo and then had to incorporate the theme into it and Photoshop that in. Overall, I like the photo, but there are just those few things. But I think you have so much potential as a model, and I definitely want to see more from you. This week, I'll have to give you a 7. Next is Gabe. You have a lot of natural talent as a model. You look very attractive here. I like the simplicity of the photo. I like the background because it doesn't distract, but it's also interesting. And I also like the way that you're looking into the camera. It's really powerful expression. The one thing with the theme, if you took the cigarette and smoke out of this picture, you wouldn't really tell there was anything different from the black and white beauty shot. I just think you maybe could have embodied the theme a little bit more, but overall I really like this photo. I'll give you an 8. Next is Ciara, and you got a penalty this week, sadly, because this is not a beauty shoot, a beauty shot. I really like this image, but it's hard to give critiques when it's not what they're supposed to be. It is really cyberpunk. I love your style in this. You look really strong and you definitely have an identity as a model. But for me, it's hard to judge because it's not a beauty shot. I'll have to give you a 6 this week. I'm sorry. Next is Jan. Again, let me know how to pronounce your names, because I feel really bad that I'm butchering all of them right now. I could tell from your casting shot that you were a professional model. I'm a little bit confused by this image. I think your hand is distracting in it. Just the proportions are bothering me, and the overall composition of the photo I'm not sure about. Yeah, also the angle of your face. There's nothing specifically wrong with it, but I would have liked to see you looking more directly at the camera. You have really powerful eyes, and you should use that to your advantage. But it's overall a really good photo. And I want to see more from you. So I'll give you a 7 this week. Next is Root. You do have a really cool name too. And yay, I last week your casting photo, I don't know exactly why, but you looked a lot older than you were. And you look so young and fresh here, and it makes me happy. And I love your freckles so much. It's a simple shot, but I think it's powerful, and I think you met the theme. I guess you could have pushed a little more to make it a more artistic shot. The one thing that bothers me is that you didn't incorporate any smoke into this, which I can tell that you don't have a real cigarette, which I respect, but maybe if you went to a costume store and got one of the fake ones, I just think smoke would have added a lot of effect to this image. But overall, I really like it. You have a lot of natural beauty, and I'll give you an 8. Next is Dre. I like this image, but I have one big problem with it, and that's the smoke effect. It really is distracting from you as the focal point of this image. You do have a really powerful expression, and it shines through the smoke, which is great. And this would have been a really great photo without all of the effects, I think. Yeah, great angle. I love your jacket, too. That one thing's really bothering me, and I'll have to give you a 7. Sorry. Next is Taylor. For me, this picture might be a little bit too simple. I get what you were going for with your expression, that you wanted to look kind of sad and forlorn and contemplative. I'm not necessarily sure if it's working in this photo. I'm not sure if this is working for me as a beauty shot either, because I would have liked to see it more close up of your face, because you do have a really stunning face. And also, from your casting photo, I got a really strong sense of identity from you as kind of a darker model girl. I don't know if that's exactly what you are, but I don't get that same feeling from this photo. Yeah, maybe if you pushed a little bit more to do something artistic and different and high fashion. But it's not bad. I'll have to give you a 7 as well this week. Next is Nilk. I hope I'm pronouncing that right too. I like this photo. It's a lot different from the other ones. I do have a major problem with the way that it's cropped. It's too close to your chin. Do you have a cigar here? But I think this does say something as a beauty shot, and I can see how you're having a lot more ethnic of a beauty from the rest of the contestants, and I like that you're showing that off. It is simple, but your angle's great, and too many negatives besides the cropping. So I'll give you an 8. Next is Carolia. I agree with the comments that this might not be your best angle. And your expression is kind of confusing me as well in this. You look really uncomfortable. I'm not exactly sure what you were going for with the expression. Also, the composition of the photo and the angle of your body isn't necessarily working for you. I don't know, I kind of have gotten the sense that you're shy from your photos, but just have confidence in yourself and don't be afraid to take risks. I think we're about the same age, so you're not too young. Just, yeah, maybe a little, just work on your expression. Maybe do something a little more artistic. The smoke's good. I can't tell if that's edited in or not, but I'm gonna have to give you a 6 this week. And next is Zach. I really like this photo as well. I really like, you just have such an interesting look as a model, and you look so different from the rest of the men that we have this season, which I think is definitely a good thing for you. You look really high fashion here, and you know how to produce a good image. Again, the lighting is really stunning in this picture, and it's really highlighting all of your features, which I think is great. The smoke, it's there and it plays into the image, but it's not distracting from you, so yay for that. The only thing, this might just be a personal opinion, but if you were a little further to the side in the image, I think that would have created some interesting space, and then it would have been perfect. But yeah, I really like this. I'll give you a 9 as well. And that's all for this week. I hope that I wasn't too harsh with any of you. If you have any concerns or questions, please feel free to ask me. My inbox is always open. And good luck to all of you. Hope to see you next week.